This is a short documentary about them. They are the global shadowy organization with ill intentions. They are the ones who rule the world. But does this archetypal conspiracy theory has any grounds in reality? Strictly from a project management perspective, such an endeavor would be practically impossible to pull off. As Chris Heilman noted on Twitter, conspiracy theorists should be forced to manage a project with lots of people for a short while. That'll give them a sense of how adorable their claims of efficiency and secrecy are. George Soros, Bilderberg Group, Illuminati, Rothschild and Rockefeller families, CIA and NSA and, let's not forget, the infamous Bill Gates. These are just some of the actors accused by many of being the ones who pull all the strings of our society. The aforementioned subjects of these allegations, what do they all have in common? Power. Everything that happens inside the realm of human society can ultimately be boiled down to the single motive. The will to power stems from our intrinsic need for self-preservation and self-realization. We are all playing this game. Constantly hustling, climbing up the ladders of success. Trying to reach as high as we can. Homo sapiens is just an animal. But unlike animals, every day we are left with some spare time. The leisure and the pastime. A temporal sweet spot where ideas are being generated and, more importantly, fused together. The thinking process. Connecting the dots. Unfortunately, some people are simply blind to the truth. Which in theory makes them sheeps. Or at least that's the general idea. There are conspiracy theories that aren't theories anymore. In more than a few instances in our written history, the conspirators were caught, or the documents that confirm the conspiracy theory suddenly became publicly available. This used to happen due to a political pressure or lobbying, but since the dawn of digital era, it mostly happens through the process known as leaking, in which a certain volume of information is presented to the public via internet, often by a rogue employee, the so-called whistleblower, who decided to go public with the inside informations. Edward Snowden is one of the more prominent such examples in recent memory. In 2022, 80% of U.S. adults reported seeing fake news about the COVID-19 pandemic. In one survey, the astonishing 80% of students said that they believe that sponsored content articles are actual news stories. Media trust worldwide has dropped by 8% between 2020 and 2021. False information is the real danger here, especially false informations around critical topics, as such informations may steer us in the wrong direction while we are making a decision. We've seen this happening all over the globe in the last couple of years. Informations are more accessible than ever before. Once we reach the critical point, at which there will be more false than true informations available, this world will become one truly bizarre place. Humans are living longer than ever before. In fact, newborn children in high-income countries can expect to live to more than 100 years. Starting in the mid-1800s, human longevity has increased dramatically and life expectancy is increasing by an average of 6 hours a day. And yet, despite these facts, many believe that there's some kind of plot to depopulate the planet. Military airplanes are constantly sprinkling chemicals over our roofs, leaving behind them long trails that have nothing to do with the usual condensation trails generated by the jet's engines. It was Voltaire who said, "Those who can make people believe absurdities, can make people commit atrocities." COVID-19 pandemic brought us first deaths directly linked to the possibility of a victim dying while making a decision based on disinformation. The World Health Organization declared, an infodemic of incorrect information about the virus that poses risks to global health. In addition to health effects, harms resulting from the spread of misinformation and endorsement of conspiracy theories include increasing distrust of news organizations and medical authorities, as well as divisiveness and political fragmentation. Conspiracy theories will always be a part of our social experience. The real issue lies in the relationship between a theory and a fact. A theory that has been disapproved loses its practical value. Be it truth or fiction, the information always retains its property of being information, and it can even be true and false at the same time. Such statements are called non-dualisms, true contradictions are dialetheia. We are currently witnessing the genesis of a new type of cultural phenomenon. The counter-theory culture. The mass distrust in science is an early 21st century symbol. This distrust is grounded in our global interconnectedness, and it is fueled by our constant need to share and consume media. Now we are all connected. Free to say whatever we want, with an extra perk of being able to reach millions of people. With great power comes great responsibility. The freedom of speech is not equal to freedom to spread false informations. With great irresponsibility comes great suffering. Too many people are fighting shadows while in the same time they're ignoring the real issues, such as climate emergency, global poverty, and a very real possibility of a brand new pandemic somewhere in the future. The times are changing. People are scared. Our very existence is at stake. Everything we have built could soon end up in ruins. And we've built a truly marvelous world. Today, maybe more than ever before, we all need to come together and do our part in helping to heal this collective psychosis. Today, we are stronger than ever. Tomorrow, we live responsibly. Or we cease to exist at all.